Have you ever looked at your resume and thought, is this really it? Just a list of things I've done? Well, what if I told you that list could be so much more? It could be a powerful story, one that doesn't just show where you've been, but actually promises where you're going. Today, we're going to dive into exactly that, how to turn your credentials from a chore into a compelling narrative of your professional journey. This quote absolutely nails it. Your credentials, they're not just random data points. No way. They are the actual plot points of your career saga. Every single degree, every certification, they're not just lines on a page, right? They're the chapters in the story of your expertise. And like any good story, it's all about how you tell it. And here's the cool part. You're not just the main character in this story. You're the author. The power is totally in your hands to shape how your journey is seen and understood. So, the real question isn't just, what have I done? It's, what story am I going to tell? Let's be clear, this isn't about just listing off your past wins. It's about building a solid case for your future value. You're not just saying, hey, look at all the cool stuff I did. You're saying, here is the value I bring, and here's what I can do for you going forward. Okay, this slide hits on something so important. It's not just about the past, it's about the future. See that phrase, readiness to contribute long-term? That's the magic right there. Your portfolio is your pitch. It proves you're not just a good hire for today, but a really smart investment for tomorrow. All right, ready to build this thing? Every great story starts with gathering the raw materials. So we're about to go on a little archaeological dig of your career, unearthing all the evidence that will become the cornerstones of your professional narrative. You can think of your evidence in 4 main buckets. First, you've got your educational background, your degrees. Then there are your professional certifications or licenses. Third, all that continuing education, the workshops, the conferences, and finally, your academic honors and awards. Each one of these is a vital piece of the puzzle. So, you've gathered all your evidence. Now the real fun begins. It's time to put on your curator's hat. We're shifting from just collecting stuff to strategically creating something amazing. It's time to turn that pile of documents into a masterpiece that tells the story of your unique genius. This slide just lays it all out, doesn't it? You've got 2 paths. On one side, there's the list, which is basically a data dump. It's like a novel with no plot. But on the other side, you have the story. That's the curated masterpiece, a gripping tale that leads the reader to one single conclusion. You are exactly who they've been looking for. So how do you actually become a master curator? Well, it pretty much boils down to these 4 golden rules. 1, start with your most recent, most relevant stuff and work backwards. 2, keep it concise, but make sure it's credible. Be a minimalist with your words, but a maximalist with your impact. 3, highlight what makes your journey unique. So, for example, if you're a science teacher, that recent workshop on lab safety, that's way more important than a literature conference from 5 years ago. And 4, bring the receipts. You got to back it all up with official records to show it's all for real. Look, here's the bottom line. This is not a contest to see who has been the busiest. It's about quality over quantity. Every single thing you include in your portfolio should be like a brushstroke in the masterpiece of your career, adding to that overall compelling picture of your expertise. And when you've done all this, when you've gathered your evidence and curated it with care, you're not just submitting a file anymore. You're delivering a closing argument. You're making an absolutely undeniable case for your value, your vision, and your rightful place in the future of that institution. If you remember just one thing from all of this, let it be this. Your portfolio is not just proof of your past. It's a promise of your future. It's a declaration of your potential, a testament to your growth, and a true commitment to the contributions you're going to make. So, as you begin to craft your portfolio, I want you to ask yourself something different. Don't just ask, what have I done? Ask yourself, what story do I want to tell? And maybe most importantly of all, what promise will that story make?